Gotta make sure to freaking unmute the mic here. Always have it muted. This pop filter. Of course I dropped my remote. You kidding me? Alright. That'll do. Let me turn the mic a little bit. Alright, that should be good. Okay, let's get our next game done here. I'll tell you guys, I picked up Madden 25 for the Xbox One, so I'll be doing another season on Xbox One. I won't do it as hardcore as I did the 360, but I'll still try to get through a season. You can see the NBA stuff is not really as popular as my Madden stuff. Okay. Should be good. Okay, let's go.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sideline. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. Hey guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Tim Duncan?
Well, he gets after it on the glass.
Yeah, great.
He takes a ton of pride in his rebounding and he never seems
I got a young team, so screw you.
to the game that makes him stand out amongst the crowd.
You know, you really can't think about trying to rebound the ball yourself when you're dealing with him. You just got to make sure you
Alright.
This is the first game back in Denver for the Nuggets. And
Do this thing.
They've had to see Portland last season.
Alright, let's get to it.
Series going 3-1 against these guys.
And looking back
Yes, I put Greg Oden into.
Series, as you'd probably expect.
Lillard attacking.
Oh God, they stole the ball. Ah,
Now here comes Terry.
no!
And the pass to Duncan.
Don't let them score. Cannot believe they stole it.
Into Tim Duncan.
Don't not let Tim score.
And he was fouled in the way.
Ah!
Throws now for him.
Don't smack him in the face, man. I just told you not to let him score. Oh yeah. Keep missing them freaking shots, Tim Duncan. Come on. Miss it. Miss it. Miss it. Oh, curse you, Tim Duncan. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna freaking beast this up.
You know, he was dealing with knee issues recently, but he committed to losing weight and slimmed down by over 25 pounds.
Ah, crap, this way.
That wear and tear on his joints, and you know, over the last couple of seasons, it certainly.
Oh no! Oh man! Crap!
He dishes it to Turner. Okafor with the screen on Ariza.
Do not let him score.
And play stops.
Over the back foul. Yeah, Tim Duncan! Ha ha ha!
When that happens,
Can't be jumping over people's back, Tim Duncan.
defensively, that time he went right over the top.
Yeah, but you go straight on the top of another.
Ah, he misses it. Ah, it was wide open.
And Clark, you mentioned
God
Duncan
dang it.
down. Steve, I guess he did it swimming.
I can't score at all. Give me that ball, Steve Nash. What do you think you're doing with that?
Basketball, and I think you can see how it's impacting.
All right, let's score here.
His ability to engage that core and really last through these long.
There we go.
Slimmed down, but he stayed strong. And I think swimming has played a big role there. Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
Give me that ball, Steve Nash. What do you think you're doing with it?
And so just over
Oh no, you're not gonna pick me. Jason Terry. Oh no!
the bucket coming off a perfectly placed
Who does that? I couldn't miss their name.
got his first
Mika
points of the game.
Okafor.
Looking at
Oh
Denver,
crap.
they got their last win against the
Yeah.
Kings in Sacramento.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
Oh, I didn't mean to pass to Lillard.
Performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's
Point.
floor.
Yeah.
It's good.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Give me that ball, Steve Nash. Get out of here, Tim Duncan. Oh yeah. Mr. Okafor.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
No. No.
Lock at 6.
No! Okafor! Yeah! Beat Tim Duncan. Oh no! Get that ball!
Missing those mid-range shots, but when he's open, he's got to shoot it.
Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the 3.
Boink!
Poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look with that three-point shot.
Oh man. Crap. Okay. Oh no, I don't think so. You stay over here.
Because they were probably the better team that night, and they just couldn't put the game away.
Steve, you'd almost rather
Don't let Steve Nash roll over you! You just let Steve Nash roll over you! How dare you! Okay, let's keep going here. Oh. Let's see what play I can run. I missed it.
It's Ariza on the wing. Gordon kicks to Lillard. The kick out to Young. Pocket 4.
Ah! He misses it.
Missed opportunity right there.
Give me that ball.
I think he should have converted.
How dare you, Steve Nash? Get out of here.
Gets a screen from Duncan.
Oh yeah. No. Get out of here. Not going anywhere.
Baseline try.
Ah! Tim Duncan made it.
And it's all knotted up.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
Lillard against Nash. Lillard dishes to Young. Offensive rebound. Oden.
Yay! Greg Oden! Woohoo!
Got his first points of the night.
The defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
No! Ah, charging, more like it.
Branch on the tree of head coach George Karl, and that's a pretty good tree to be on. In his playing days, Karl coached Stotts in the CBA and
Boo!
his career in Europe.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
Ah,
Shots good from the strike.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Villanueva with a screen on Nash. Outside Hill. The feed to Henderson.
ah, dang it, Henderson.
Back to Hill. Kicks to Villanueva. Good.
Yeah.
To Hill. And for Terry Stotts, after his playing days, he coached as an assistant under George Karl, both in the CBA and then with the Sonics and the Bucks.
And over 2 decades of coaching experience.
Get out. No. Ah!
Head coach really coached the Hawks as well as the head man, but I thought did a nice job with Portland
Alright,
last
here we go.
season.
Bayless the pass to Henderson. Passes to Bayless. Now here's Henderson, guarded by Heinrich. Here's Hill. He feeds it to Villanueva. Rejected by
Oh, it hit you in the face! You did not rebound it, you let it hit you in the face. Dang it.
outside Anderson.
Don't let Steve Nash get it. Oh, no.
Wide open look.
Oh.
There's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Heinrich.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Here is Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The dish to Villanueva. Out left to the wing. And Bayless kicks to Villanueva. And
Dang it! That's the second time he got blocked.
Trailblazers on the break. Oh, and it
Ah!
might be a goal kick.
Dang it.
That's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Here's Bayless.
Ah! Dang it.
But it's off.
Ah!
And we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers as they wrap up the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Coming up Tuesday, November 5th, the San Antonio Spurs go up against the Denver Nuggets. It's Western Conference action. Hoops action.
Alright.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Portland.
Alright, here we go.
Getting in the lane will really help them open up the floor.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job.
Come on, man. Get that rebound.
Coming off assists.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, you've got Allen Anderson. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Cody Zeller. Then there's Heinrich, and it's Young in at the two spot. And Hill with the block. And it's
Man, god dang it.
Possession. With this chance,
I'm having a tough time scoring.
Shot blocking defenses from last season. The Nuggets third.
Yeah, so much of their defense revolved around their ability to block shots in the low post. That's why their numbers were so good last season.
That's
Wow.
Jonas has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
On Dexter with it. He's covered by Anderson.
God dang it.
Stolen by Heinrich.
Wow. You get whooped.
Got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low. You know, since the Northwest Division came into existence back in 2004, the Trailblazers have never taken the title as the best in the division. They've always been competitive, but never at the top.
And last year, no exception for the Blazers not winning the division. They ended up fourth out of the 5 in there, a record of 6-10 against Steve, the rest of the Northwest teams.
And as you guys were saying, I mean, the Blazers have never won the division, but it's not like they're in the cellar either. They've got a lot of talent. They should be in the hunt this year with an improved bench. And I think this is a team that could surprise a lot of people in the Northwest.
On the clock, and Gordon over to help. Young for 3. The rebound by Young.
Wow, what was that?
Way behind the line now. He can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
Gordon against Young. Changes up.
There we go.
The lay-in, 2 points right there from Oden.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest. He decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Now here's Turner. He's coming off the 19-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him too.
And it's over.
Nice.
The Nuggets trail by 4. And Cole kicks to Young. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played.
No! God dang it, man.
And Young, here we go. Good off the back rim and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Cole dishes to Young.
There we go.
Young's got 7 points in the game.
That's his first triple of the game. It was a dry first half for him from long range.
So timeout first for Portland.
Well, it was about midway through last season.
I guess we can play physical on defense.
About Greg Oden working out.
Play physical, physical.
Oh
yeah.
Here he is,
There we go.
the former Ohio State standout.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Not that physical. God dang it. Ah, you missed. Just.
Either draw fouls or get high percentage looks right at the 10. The other area he focused on was the need to be physical. He wants his guys to go after it and be
Alright, we got a
aggressive with
score
their
here.
Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime.
There you go.
Thanks again, Doris. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Nash is checked in. And for Oden, a new start in the NBA, the former #1 overall pick out of Ohio State back in 2007 for the Portland Trailblazers.
Such a shame, the repeated knee injuries that kept Oden from achieving all that he'd hoped for in Portland, but you just hope that he would eventually get a chance to return and come back, so it's nice to see him out on the floor.
No. Do not let Tim Duncan get it. No! You let him get it.
Duncan's got his second bucket of the night. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The kick out to Young.
Ah, man.
Again, Young missing.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Terry, the pass to Duncan. Gordon against Terry. Dishes it to Okafor. And he gets the bucket.
The number of points they've scored in the paint all
Some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now, here's Lillard. Into Greg Oden. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Oden's got 8 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Gordon. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now here's Nash. He's got 8. That's good. He's got 10.
He's terrific with the floaters, and that's not an easy shot.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
One of the duties that Steve Nash has undertaken is signing on to oversee the Canadian national basketball team. Really a logical choice for Canada, given all that Nash has done for the sport in that country.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Terry Stotts as he addressed his team. He doesn't want them settling for outside shots anymore. He wants their points to come at the rim. Look for them to really start attacking that basket. He also talked about their defense in the open court, saying, don't let them get comfortable in transition. We need to shut down their fast break. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
All right, Doris. Here's Terry. Lillard with the rebound.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Feeds to Bayless. 19 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Hill. And Bayless kicks to Anderson. And stolen by Nash. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That is his first foul of the game. 6 seconds left in the first half. Here's Heinrich. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open, just couldn't take advantage.
And a tight game here as we end the first half. Trailblazers lead by 3. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tim, in looking at that first half, what sort of adjustments are necessary as you guys prepare to take the floor after the break?
Just refocus of energy at halftime, come out a little more focused and understanding what we got to do to finish this game.
Tim, we appreciate the time as always. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Doris. And folks, the halftime show is coming up next. And then it's on to the third quarter. We'll step aside right now.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us at halftime. We got a terrific game going on at Pepsi Center. Portland with the lead against Denver. Smart decision-making offensively, great ball handling. They've been limiting turnovers. A big first half for Steve Nash. He's got 12 points, and his field goal percentage has been great. A lot of high-quality looks. And for the Nuggets, it's been all hustle. They continue to dice up teams with passing, fluid play. It's beautiful team basketball. A big first half for the big man, Greg Oden. We're at halftime, and still, he hasn't missed a shot. It's been a pure shooting exhibition. A look now at some games slated for later on in the evening. The Jazz will square off against the Suns out in Phoenix. Both teams would really like to take that game. That one starting at 7 o'clock Eastern. And another game that's coming up, out in Minnesota, it'll be the Timberwolves against the Thunder. That one tips off at 7 p.m. Eastern. And a look here at the other NBA action. The Rockets out in Houston will go up against the Mavericks. Divisional games, always a heated affair. Start time, 7 o'clock Eastern. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
We've seen Nash getting it done. He has 12 points and 3 steals.
Portland leading by 3. Trevor Ariza out there with Young. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Oden. And it's Gordon in a 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Turner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Nash with it. Lillard picks him up. No problems knocking that one down. Turner's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Trailblazers.
You know, the Thunder may have won the Northwest last season, guys, but the Nuggets actually had the most wins against the rest of the division. They went 11-5 against their Northwest foes.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And for the Nuggets, it's been 2 years now since they have won the Northwest, but ending up in the top 3 teams in the West overall isn't bad for a team that came in Steve second in their division.
Well, the Nuggets knew that. I mean, the way the Thunder played, it would have been tough to chase them down for the division crown. But, you know, the Nuggets just kept grinding away last year. And they almost ended up winning the division, but they definitely developed into one of the most feared teams in the conference.
Now here's Gordon. Following the shot by Emeka Okafor. 5 on the clock. Leaves the dishes to Oden. Comes up empty down low.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Terry against Gordon. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Ariza. Makes it off the glass. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Nash kicks to Duncan. On the wing, Turner. Back to Duncan. That one goes. Count it. Duncan's got 7.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Nash against Lillard. Pass to Oden. The kick out to Young. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And they've been off target now on 3 of the first 4 shots they've taken in this second half.
Right side, Terry. He kicks it to Duncan. Back to Terry. To the right side. Duncan goes in. 6 to shoot. And that is good. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
And their offense is flowing. It's clicking right now at the beginning of the second half. They've made 3 of their first 4 attempts.
I tell you, Tim Duncan turned back the clock last season, didn't he? One of his best in years, and one of his best seasons ever when it comes to blocking shots. For a guy who doesn't get a whole lot of elevation, it's his timing that allows him to be a shot blocker without bouncing real high.
Now here's Nash. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Nash outside. Terry off the pick from Duncan. Off the screen. The shot no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. You know, back to Duncan, Steve, you could make a credible argument that with the exception of Larry Bird, no player in NBA history has been more successful while blessed with fewer hops. I mean, I don't know if you'd say he's athletic.
You're right. I mean, he's not real athletic, but, man, the skill, the savvy, just the incredible knowledge of the game. One of the great players of all time.
Just such a pro.
Yeah.
Just such a pro. Here's Okafor, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Okafor's got 6.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Brian Shaw had some words for his team in that last timeout. He said they need to start attacking in the open court. He doesn't want to see them operating in a strictly half-court offense. He wants their tempo to become more of a weapon. The next message he had for them was that they should be attacking the basket on offense. He felt very strongly that the defense they're up against is vulnerable down low. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. And Young kicks to Turner. In low to Duncan. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Duncan's got 11.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
On its way from Young for 2, and Denver again with the bucket.
Whenever you play Denver, you know it's going to be an up-and-down game. The Nuggets love to push the tempo and make the game a track meet. And a lot of times they were better at it than their opponents because they're an excellent fast-breaking team.
Nash with the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points, too.
The Nuggets scored a ton of points last season, and among the several categories, Steve, that they led the way in was fast break points. You could see it with their bigs.
I like the way they constructed their roster, Kevin, because everybody from the guards to the centers could all run and get out in the open floor. So it was like an avalanche when Denver would come at you, particularly on their home floor, with not just 3 guys running, but all 5.
Here's Young, following the score by Damian Lillard.
Well, it seems to me Nick Young is the perfect guy to have coming off the bench because he's a volume shooter and scorer who can get hot in a hurry. And I think his best role is to play him kind of in a Jamal Crawford type role.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. And he's good on the second.
He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
Here is Bayless, guarded by Heinrich. Bayless, the pass to Henderson. Here's Pondexter, and Okafor with the block. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Heinrich with it, now guarded by Villanueva. Heinrich outside. Now the pass to Anderson. Releases. A rebound by Villanueva.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And he gets the bucket. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers out in front, up by 2. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports.
On tap Monday, November 4th, the Houston Rockets take on the Los Angeles Clippers. It's the real deal.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Well, with this assist, he shows you just what a well-rounded guard he really is. Kind of a combo guard, even though he's listed as a shooting guard. Really a diverse offensive skill set.
We're almost seeing more of that, aren't we? Some guys that have point guard skills that can play both those positions.
Yeah, for sure.
Here is Bayless. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Allen Anderson out there with Goodwin. Then it's Okafor. And there's Terry. And it's Heinrich in at the point guard. That ties the game. Oden's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Nuggets. So it's Portland now. Terry kicks to Anderson. Out left to the wing. Out to the wing. Goodwin with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Heinrich. Denver grabs the miss. Oden's got his 5th rebound in this one. To take the lead. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws. Well, Trevor Ariza is not really a great offensive player. I mean, but defensively now, that's a different story. He's a stopper. He's got good length and athleticism. And I like the intensity he plays with. This is a guy that only played 1 year of college basketball. He's made a nice career for himself in the NBA.
Duncan, he's checked in for Portland. Turner comes in for Goodwin. Here's Lillard. After the made shot from Evan Turner. Lillard dishes to Young. No good from outside.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
And it's Turner off the drive. Duncan, the pass to Terry. Floats one, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That one is on Ariza. In for Ariza. You remember that postseason with the Lakers, Steve, back in 2009? He shot the lights out.
Yeah, and you wondered at that time whether the light had really come on for him offensively. But you know, I think he's still a player who's best suited rebounding, defending, being a hustle guy, an energy player. And when he makes shots, it's just kind of gravy, but really it's about everything else with him.
Good description. And stolen by Nash. And Turner with a clear path to the rim. Throws down the breakaway jam.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense, a great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And you just cannot afford to give up plays like that at this stage of a tight ball game, guys.
Now here's Gordon. He dishes it to Oden. Denver needs to get off the shot. And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers leading by 4. Terry with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Nash kicks to Turner. The feed to Okafor. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Lillard dishes to Oden. Young passes to Oden. And that one's good.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end. I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late. Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Oden. He's got 13 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well, and battling hard for every rebound.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Young against Turner. Stolen by Terry. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Nash. An easy layup after coming off the pick. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
They get it back. Goes back up. Shot by Oden is no good. Portland leading by 5. Okafor sets the pick for Nash. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Young's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Turner with the steal. And an intentional foul right there.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And stolen by Lillard.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And it's Gordon missing. And so they foul intentionally. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He was intent on running the offense through Duncan. Coach is hoping to see him make more of a contribution and told the rest of the players that they have to remember who the centerpiece of this offense is. His second message was centered on getting back quickly on defense and slowing down their opponent's transition game. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's Lillard following the basket by Tim Duncan. 1:36 left to play here in the fourth. It's Nash with the drive.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And the basket by Gordon.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, I think his team would be ahead.
Now here's Terry. Kicks it to Duncan. Out left to the wing. Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. That's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting. Two-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Okafor with the steal. Nash against Ariza. Nash kicks to Okafor. Back to Nash. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Shots good by Turner.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Gordon.
What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
Young against Duncan. Second chance shot. And it's Okafor missing. Nuggets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Free throws go down and the lead goes up.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, never say never, I guess. They just have no quit in them.
And I think you have to respect that attitude and approach. I know most teams would have called it a game already.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Siva. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
Kevin, I'm here with Steve Nash.